I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. We're on Tonality Week here, right? So I want to go through two tonalities today, all right, that are really crucial. And the first one is about when you first start a call or a greeting in person, and it's the, what I call it, the I really want to know tone. And what this really is, or better yet, the I give a tonality, or I'm not just saying this for perfunctory reasons to be polite, but I actually care. Let me give you an example. This is so important that when you first pick up the phone to make a call or see someone in person, and remember, when you're in person, the body language really comes into play as well. But on the phone, it's like that, I really want to know. So, hey, is John there? Versus, hi, is John there? Hey, is John there? Hey, John, Jordan Belfort calling from, XYZ company. How you doing today? How you doing today? Not, how you doing today, or how are you today? It's how you doing today. That extra pop is so important. Ooh, it's sunny now. It's so important, the extra pop. I can't even begin to tell you the difference it makes in the response. Listen, how you doing today versus how you doing today. If you do the first one, hey, how you doing today? The impact, the level of response you have, the number of leads you get, the amount of engagement you get will be so much higher than that basic, how you doing today? Hi, John, how are you today? And remember, here's the thing. I want you to be conscious today and the entire week that you might start off really giving a great greeting in the morning. So you're like, hey, how you doing today? Like, you're bright and peppy in the morning, but by the time like 1 o'clock rolls around, you start to trail down. Your greeting starts to fall off. And the reason is because you start to feel stupid, because you think, oh, I can't, I'm doing the same thing over and over again, right? And after a while, you almost, you feel silly to do it. So you start down regulating your own greeting, right? But the bottom line is, remember, it's the first time they've heard it. Each individual customer, each cold call, each client is hearing it for the first time that day. So you have to keep it up. You can't fall down and let that slowly downscale until you have your just basic, hi, how are you today? Because when you do that, I'm just telling you, it makes a massive impact on your ability to get into rapport. Because what does it really say? Think about it. When you say to someone, how you doing today? It means like, I really care. I really want to know. And that translates to, I'm not just there to make a sale. I care about you. I feel your pain. It cuts to so many unconscious emotions being created. You really can't quantify them all. What I will tell you that is, if you don't do that, you end up just sounding like everybody else. And you're not going to get the actual level of engagement that you need. You're not going to have the closing, the amount of leads that you need. How you doing today? So remember, this is your crucial tonality. Now, it's not just in the beginning when you do your greeting, right? You're going to be using it again and again throughout the presentation. But remember, in that instant when you first start off, hey, John, Jordan, how you doing today? Now, remember, along with that, when you're doing the greeting, you're also using your series of 3 uptones, which is essentially doing a declarative statement as a question. So watch. One is, hey, John, how you doing today? That's your I really want to know tone. And then along with that tonality, I want you to always remember to use, hey, Jordan Belfort, calling from XYZ company in New York. Uptone. How you doing today? So those 3 uptones, that phrasing of declarative as a question, is crucial, because what it does is it makes the person search their internal computer essentially and try to say, do I know this person? Am I supposed to know who this is? Does this sound familiar, this voice? People do not want to be perceived as being out of the loop. And because of that, what they'll do is they'll try to hedge their bets and they'll be nice to you. They'll say, oh yeah, I'm okay, versus, oh, it's another salesman. So watch the difference here. I say, hi, it's Jordan Belfort calling from XYZ company. Hi, Jordan Belfort, down. From XYZ company, downbeat, in New York, downtone, right? Versus, hey, it's Jordan Belfort calling, uptone, from XYZ company, uptone, in New York, uptone. How you doing today? And they're like, who? What? Who is that? They're like, yeah. They'll be like, yeah. Like they're almost trying to get more information out of you. But what they're not doing is they're not prejudging you as being a salesperson who's there to waste their time. They're saying, oh, another person. And what happens is you combine that tonality with that super upbeat greeting and the I really want to know tone. And together, it sets the stage for them to be like, oh yeah, this sounds like a nice, this person sounds worth listening to, and they will listen to your message going forward. Remember, this is not about closing the sale because you sound a certain way. It's about keeping the possibility of influence open. What happens is when you're cold calling, or whether it's in person or people are just walking into your office, whatever it might be, it's not that you blow a sale all at once. It's death by 1,000 cuts. You do one thing a bit wrong, another thing a bit wrong, another thing a bit wrong. Before you know it, it's just the cumulative effect is they hang up the phone, they walk out the door, they tell you to leave. You get it? So it's about being exactly right. Listen, tonality and the words that you say in that opening ring, they're entirely within your control. This thing you can control. You can't control what neighborhood you're in, who walks in your door, who answers the phone when you dial. You can't control those things, right? Now, obviously, you can impact the results by making more and more calls, knocking on more and more doors, and trying to be smart about picking the right neighborhoods to go into. But the point is, what you always can control is how you sound and the words that come out of your mouth. This is entirely within your control.